detected. Rogue assault turret detected. Rogue hive detected. Manhunt in progress nearby. Rogue agent eliminated. Nearby agent has gone rogue. Rogue agent nearby. Rogue agent neutralized. Rogue defender drone detected. Allies are acquiring the boost. Allies have acquired the boost. An agent needs assistance. Now detecting contaminated gear. Nearby agent has become rogue. Rogue agent nearby. Easy drop claimed. Nearby agent has gone rogue. Rogue agent neutralized nearby. Rogue restore hive detected. Rogue fixer.
Got that division, asshole! Taking too many shots!
Dog zone drop has been delivered. Now detecting contaminated gear. Agent has claimed the dog zone drop.
Where's the division now?
What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 build video. Now this is going to be the build video that everybody wants to use, and there's really only one real way to use it. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how I use it. Showed you guys gameplay yesterday, but I'll go ahead and add some more gameplay to the end of this video just so that you guys can see that this build is not messing around. You can do heroics, you can do dark zone, conflict, open world, it really doesn't matter. You could even do the raid with this build. It's got that much sustainability. So before I get into it, let's go through the spiel. I am Kamikazevondoom. If you guys enjoyed in any way, shape, or form, make sure you hit that thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments for me at all, let me know in the comment section below. And if you are new to this channel and you do subscribe, welcome. Just make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you get notified each and every time I bring you another Division 2 video. Now, yeah, my character does look kind of skinny and sick, but that's because I am on my second character leveling up my conflict levels. But yeah, enough about that. Shout out to the DoD, Disciples of Doom, and let's get into it. So this is going to be the build that everybody wants. This is your Pestilence True Patriot build with Unbreakable. This one is the tankiest way you're going to be able to do this and still have some nice damage to back it up. But let's start at the top. Starting with the Gunner Specialization. Gunner Specialization for two reasons mainly. First reason is the armor kit. You get that extra 50% armor whenever you pop an armor kit for 10 seconds. And if you guys haven't noticed, I'm already at 1.4 million armor. So adding another 700k armor to that is just overkill. Other reason is for the armor on kill. Let me just go ahead and spoil it for you right now. Let's go to the defensive tab. For every kill, I get 180,000 armor. Just putting that in perspective. And I also have armor regen. So, I mean, this is just a very sustainable build. Using that with Unbreakable, it's pretty much a given. But alright, let's get back into the build. Let's start with the weapons. I am using the Pestilence as my primary with the Baker's Dozen as my secondary and the X Compact pistol for my sidearm. Starting with the primary, Pestilence, 81.7k base damage with this build. It can get a little bit higher, but I only have 12% LMG damage on the weapon itself. I do have 12% damage to targets out of cover and 6% damage to armor. Real reason everyone is using this build right now is for the Plague of the Outcasts. Hitting applies a debuffs, dealing 100% weapon damage over 10 seconds. It could stack up to 50. That's huge. So if you hit them for 50 times and then kill them, oh, let me just finish this. Whenever you kill an enemy that has that debuff, all those stacks are transferred to their nearby enemy. So let's just say, for example, you're hitting this guy with the Pestilence, right? You hit him over 50 times. You have the max stacks. 50 times the 100% weapon damage over 10 seconds. Kill that enemy, and all those stacks and bleeding, the plague bleeding or whatever, it gets transferred over to their buddy, and then their buddy starts bleeding out. It's insane. It really, really, really reminds me of Predator's Mark from back in the day. I love it. But yeah, enough about that. Pestilence is exotic. Try to find a God rolled one. Good luck. Next up is the Baker's Dozen. This is my secondary. Just in case things get a little hairy, I can whip this thing out and two-tap anybody. This one has 392.1k total damage. It is God rolled, so it does have 15 rifle damage, 17 crit damage, and 24 optimal range. With it being the Baker's Dozen, it does come with perfect lucky shot, so yeah. And then for the sidearm, nothing special. I'm just using perfect preservation. Killing an enemy repairs 12% armor over 5 seconds. And if I get a headshot kill with my pistol, I get another 12% on top of that. It's pretty dirty, you guys. Pretty dirty. But yeah, so those are the weapons. Quick overview of the build before I get into it. 4-piece True Patriot, 1 Gilligard, and 1 Petrov. With that all said and done, I do have 81.7k base damage on my Pestilence with 1.4 million armor and 291k health. Yeah. Let's start with the mask. True Patriot mask. Let's give you guys the gear set bonuses. So, because I am running 4 pieces, I can go through this entire thing. Having 2 pieces of True Patriot gives me 30% ammo capacity. 3 pieces gives me 30% magazine size. And then 4 pieces gives me the flags, red, white, and blue. Now, these flip every 2 seconds, so if you're using a slow rate of fire weapon, kind of like the Pestilence, by the time you kill them, you're more than likely going to have the full flag buff. But I am getting a little ahead of myself. So whenever you get them on a red flag, the enemy's damage taken is up by 8%. Whenever you get them on a white flag, you are healing yourself and your allies by 5% every second. And then the blue flag decreases the damage that enemy is doing, period, by 8%. Now, if you kill them with the full flag, the enemy will create a 5-meter explosion, dealing damage equal to their total health and armor. That is nuts. So you do this, you kill them with the full flag, it explodes, you see the fireworks, but then also the debuff from the Plague of Outcast on the Pestilence is boom, right there going on. So that is True Patriot in a nutshell. I hope I covered that pretty good. Now back to this mask. This mask has all blues. So 168,000 armor, 9.7 hazard protection, and then the blue mod I threw on there, more armor on kill. That's how I get that 180 plus thousand armor on kill. It's pretty nice. Now, this armor on kill mod is only at 16,000, but they range. So yeah. Going to the backpack. True Patriot backpack. This is vital. So the way I have made this build, this is the only way you should run the build, because the backpack is vital, and having Unbreakable on the chest piece is also vital. So the backpack, reason why I'm saying this is vital is for that talent at the very bottom. It says Patriotic Boost. All of your flags are boosted. So you take 12% less damage, you deal 12% more damage, and instead of healing you and your allies for 5%, it is now up to 8% per second. It's quite a lot. But alright, so for this backpack, I rolled weapon damage on there because I was already pretty tanky as it is with the 1.4 million armor. So I threw in there 15% weapon damage. It came with hazard protection at 12.9. And then I've got a really low mod there at 12,400 armor on kill. Going to the chest piece. Vital that you use the Gilligard chest piece. It doesn't have to be the Armadillo, but it does need Unbreakable. Now for me personally, I rolled Unbreakable because my RNG is not that great. Now, with it being Gilligard, you do get that 5% total armor, so that's pretty huge. That's why I'm saying it's pretty vital. You want that 5% total armor on top. Now, as far as the attributes and core attributes, they are all pretty low because I had to roll Unbreakable on here. So I have 127,000 armor, 16,000 health, 4.4 crit chance, and then the mod on here is really low at 8,400 armor on kill. So you can actually get way more armor on kill with this build, but with the way RNG is, obviously, I haven't gotten good mods yet. Now the reason why I'm saying Unbreakable, let's talk about it. So Unbreakable, when your armor is depleted, it repairs 95% of your armor instantly. That can only happen once every minute. Now before all you PvPers start bitching and complaining, let me show you what it's like. So here you go, the PvP modifier. It will only repair 50% of your armor while you are in the dark zone or in conflict. So 95% of your armor comes back in PvE, and in PvP it's only 50%. So keep that in mind. But yeah, so that is the chest piece. Going to the gloves. Obviously you need to have contractor gloves. Reason being is that 11% damage to armor is vital. Now contractor gloves, they are the named Petrov gloves, so you do get the 10% LMG damage. I rolled on their weapon damage, so I have another 15%. and then 11% damage to armor, and I got lucky with the 2.9% crit chance. Down to the knee pads, True Patriot knee pads. Armor 159,000, and then it came with armor regen. I would much rather have hazard there or something of the sorts, but armor regen is really not bad when you're running a tank build. And finally, the True Patriot holster. Again, all blues. This one maxed out at 170k armor, and then it has hazard protection at 6.1%. Now, as far as these skills are concerned, when I am using the gunner specialization, I drop the Stinger Hive and I use the Defender Drone. For some reason, people are scared of the Stinger Hive, so even as a skill tier 0, it still hurts them and they run away. Now the Defender Drone, I use that just for a little bit more cushion. So if somebody with really high DPS is shooting me in the back, I can see my armor going down more quickly. So I roll around, throw out my Defender Drone, and then start face tanking. Not bad, not bad at all. You can definitely switch over to the Survivalist specialization and use the Mending Seeker if you want, but that's a whole different setup. But alright, so there is that. Let's finish up with the stat sheet. Now for the weapon talents, I am using the Plague of Outcasts, Perfect Lucky Shot, and Perfect Preservation. Not too shabby. On the weapon stats, this is for the Pestilence. 81,706 weapon damage, 39,545 PvP damage. I'm only at 7.3 crit chance with 25 crit damage and 65 headshot damage. Now the kicker is I do have 17% armor damage, pretty wicked. Now going to the offensive tab, I have 36.8% all weapons damage and 37% LMG damage. So I am at 73.8% damage bonus, period. 73% is pretty high for a tank build, so just remember that. Going to the gear set talents, I am running the Patriotic Boost to boost my flags for True Patriot, and I am using the Unbreakable talent. Going to the defensive tab, I have 1,436,562 armor, with 180,000 armor on kill, 4,600 armor regen, and 291,000 health. I have 50% pulse resistance like everyone else in the world, and also 23.7% hazard. And there you guys have it. This is the build everyone wants to use. Remember, use Gilligard with Unbreakable. That way you can be the most tanky you can be. You want the True Patriot backpack and you want the Contractor gloves. So this, in my opinion, is the only way you should be running this build. You don't need more hazard protection. You don't need more incoming repair. Don't worry about it. What you need is you need the armor on kill, gunner specialization, armor kit, and all this True Patriot goodness. But alright, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. I am Kamikazevondoom. Yeah, hit that like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.